In the world of high-stakes wealth and hidden identities, some stories begin not with a bang, but with a silent, calculated entrance. This is the story of Inda, a name that sounds simple enough, but behind it lies a power that could shake the global economy. You see, Inda isn't just another girl looking for her roots. She is the sole heiress to a Middle Eastern oil empire, a kingdom built on liquid gold. But instead of arriving with a motorcade of Ferraris and a private army of bodyguards, she chooses to walk back into her past with nothing but a quiet smile and a secret that could burn the house down. She returns to her biological family, the ones who should have been her sanctuary, but the reality she finds is far from a warm welcome. The household is dominated by a fake princess girl, who stepped into Inda's shoes years ago and has grown fat on the luxury and arrogance that comes with a stolen life. This imposter, draped in designer labels and a sense of entitlement, looks at Inda as if she's a stain on the marble floor. And the family, they've forgotten the daughter they lost. They see Inda as a charity case, a nuisance from a world they've outgrown. They value the glitter of the fake princess over the gold of the real one. But here's where it gets interesting. Anyone else in Inda's position would have slammed her credentials on the table and demanded respect. Not Inda. She understands that true power doesn't need to scream to be heard. She decides to play a game. Instead of revealing her status as the oil heiress right away, she puts on a mask of humility. She lets them look down on her. She lets them mock her simple clothes and her quiet demeanor. It's a masterclass in psychological warfare, delivered with an elegant, almost mischievous grace. Imagine the scene at the family dinner table. The fake princess is bragging about a limited edition handbag that she probably had to beg for, while Inda sits across from her, sipping tea, knowing she could buy the entire fashion house with a single phone call. The family scolds, Inda telling her she never fit into their high society, completely unaware that Inda is the one who defines what high society actually is. Every insult they throw at her is like a chess piece being moved into a trap they don't even see yet. Inda's wit is her sharpest weapon. She doesn't get angry. Sejits, Iban. But she does it with a joke, and a smile that leaves them confused. The tension builds as the family prepares for a massive gala, the kind of event where the elite gather to flex their bank accounts. They tell Inda she isn't invited, that she would only embarrass them. They want her to stay in the shadows while the fake princess shines. But Inda is already 10 steps ahead. While they are busy picking out jewelry, Inda is making moves in the shadows, coordinating with her empire in the Middle East. She isn't just going to the gala, she is the reason the gala is happening. As the story unfolds, we see the cracks starting to show in the fake princess's facade. She's desperate, clinging to a status she hasn't earned, while Inda moves with the effortless confidence of someone who owns the ground everyone is standing on. There's a delicious irony in every interaction. When the family tries to set Inda up with a lowly job just to humiliate her, she excels at it with a brilliance that leaves them baffled. They try to trip her up, but she dances through their traps as if they were nothing more than child's play. The beauty of Inda's revenge isn't in the destruction of her enemies, but in the realization of what they've lost. She gives them every opportunity to show kindness, to show that they value family over fortune. But every time they choose greed and arrogance, they seal their own fate. Inda is a silent storm. She's watching, learning, and waiting for the perfect moment to drop the veil. This isn't your typical rags to riches story, because Inda was never in the rags to begin with. This is about a queen reclaiming her throne from those who thought she was a peasant. It is about the satisfying moment when the person who was treated like nothing turns out to be everything. The humor Inda injects into the situation makes the drama feel fresh. She doesn't take them seriously because, to her, they are just characters in a play she's directing. As we get closer to the climax, the stakes get higher. The fake princess's lies start to unravel, and the family's financial stability begins to wobble. They are desperate for a miracle, looking for a benefactor to save their crumbling prestige. Little do they know, the savior they are praying for is the same girl they forced to eat in the kitchen. Inda watches their desperation with a calm, analytical eye. She's deciding who deserves mercy and who deserves to be left in the dust. The narrative shifts from a simple homecoming to a strategic takeover. Inda begins to pull the strings of the local economy, her influence felt in every boardroom and luxury boutique, yet her face remains unknown to the public. She's a ghost in the machine. The family hears rumors of a powerful woman from the Middle East arriving in the city. a woman who holds the keys to their future. They scramble to impress this mystery figure, polishing their egos and straightening their ties, never once looking at Inda, who is standing right there, perhaps offering them a glass of water with a knowing glint in her eyes. In the end, this drama teaches us a lesson about the true nature of value. The family was so blinded by the fake that they threw away the real. And Inda, she's not just a victim of their neglect. She's the architect of their education. Her revenge is elegant because it's deserved. It's Janaka, or witty, because she finds the humor in their stupidity. She doesn't just win, she changes the game entirely. So, as you watch this unfold, ask yourself, what would you do if you had the world in your pocket and everyone around you thought you had nothing? Would you strike back immediately? Or would you play the long game like Inda? There's something so addictive about watching the tables turn. And with a character as sharp and composed as Inda, the payoff is going to be legendary. This is a journey of identity, power, and the ultimate satisfaction of being underestimated by all the wrong people.